Well, this area up here is truly a wildlife corridor. I've lived here 30 years, and out here we just see the animals. They can go all the way past this mountain all the way to the Yellowstone ecosystem. And from here they go through into the bridges all the way up to the belts. I've actually seen a wolverine go through this corridor, which you hardly ever see. I've seen pine martens chasing squirrels through here. I've seen elk, deer, moose, bear of both types, okay? Black, browns, and then footprints of grizz. I haven't seen the grizz myself. And so as the grizz expand, we're going to just see it's a wonderful place for them to hide, and it's a sweet area for them to have security in. Well, the elk in this area are just amazing. They probably about a herd of a total population area circle up around over there to the west and come back through here just on kind of a circular pattern. And every fall out here we see elk come out here and they bugle. In the spring they calve. And right up here where this area is where the aspen starts up, you can see a little bit of the color left. The cows will go in there and they calve, and then they come out, and about a week later they'll bring their calves out. It's just a wonderful thing to watch, and we've watched that for the years. And one of the things we've really enjoyed in the fall is the fact that when the elk are up here, the music at night is just beautiful. You can hear the elk bugling. It just floats down here. It's totally dramatic. 2 years ago, a landowner up here allowed these paragliders to come in, and the wildlife has just kind of gone away. The activity of the paragliders has really increased, especially this last summer and fall. There's been as many as 8 or 9 cars parked along the road down here where they've been hiking up the trail. I would say there's probably anywhere from 20 to 40 takeoffs a day off this hill. You know, it's kind of interesting here. Recently we've had a couple examples of the effect of paragliders on the wildlife. About 2 weeks ago there was a huge bull moose and a cow right above that greenhouse there that were just in the trees there. All of a sudden a paraglider came right at the top, and that moose and cow, they just took, and they haven't seen them since. They just headed to the west. Twice we've seen where the elk have started to work their way back in here. Those paragliders have come out and they turn and they head west. Another thing also that we've noticed when the paragliders are coming in, apparently the raptors, I mean, I usually look up here and you can see the raptors running along the ridge there, especially the bald eagles, the red-tailed hawks, and the golden eagles. And lately, they just don't. And the knob up there where they are is just, it looks like sheep have been grazing up there. There's no grass left or anything. Another consideration, quite frankly, besides just the wildlife, is the human life in this canyon, okay? If we have more people come up here and we have a trail going up here, what if there's a fire? The wind comes from the west, it'll be worse than the bridgers. This is a box canyon up here. Coming up this road now, we go past an elementary school, and the traffic is just becoming horrendous as the traffic goes back and forth. Up here on this land where they want to put a picnic area, a parking lot and everything, it's wetland, it's a floodplain. Why would they be doing that and having all the oil from the cars leaking in there, leaking into this pristine water here into this creek? Another thing I'd like to talk about, quite frankly, is the access to this public land up here. This is 6,500 acres up here, state land. There's access to this over here at the head of Ellis Lane. And then if you go up the canyon here, there's 2 access points, okay? But there's this hidden part right in the middle here where animal life can regenerate, where it's protected, where you really should be just stepping lightly. And if we put a new trail right in the middle of this, quite frankly, it's just like a chalice that you're going to lance in the middle and just drain the life out of it. It's not right. This invasion of human activity, those things are just gone. They're just not here anymore. And we'd really like to see those things come back here.